seconds.
This will be NASA's Launch Services Program's 16th mission for NOAA.
A great partnership over the years we've had. Looking forward to this launch.
15 seconds.
And here we go. 10,
T-minus 10.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go NASA, and GOES-U.
Liftoff of GOES-U, NOAA's newest
Vehicle
weather
is pitching
satellite,
downrange.
to monitor the Earth and Sun in high definition.
Hear that all pressures on the engines look nominal. Things looking good as you see the Falcon Heavy soaring towards the heavens. All 27 engines powerfully lifting GOES-U on its trajectory and ascent into space.
A beautiful shot as we
Power
track
and telemetry nominal.
the rocket from the ground here. The rocket is now powering down for max Q. Max Q is the moment of maximum dynamic pressure on the rocket. Max Q expected at 1 minute 7 seconds. The vehicle is now supersonic,
Falcon Heavy is supersonic.
traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Max Q.
There we heard the call for max Q, maximum dynamic pressure on the Falcon Heavy. Vehicle still performs very well. All data looks nominal.
A great shot from on board the rocket, looking down on the Earth that it is leaving. And all 27 Merlin engines providing 5.1 million pounds of thrust. Coming up at T plus 2 minutes and 28 seconds, the side boosters are going to shut off while the center core will continue on. Wow, what a shot there of, again, all 27 Merlin engines firing off 5.1 million pounds of thrust.
The side booster cutoff will be referred to as BECO. We'll hear that call out. And then when the center core shuts off later in flight, we'll hear that called as main engine cutoff, or MECO. Side boosters are all boosters are performing nominally. Everything's looking good with the 27 Merlin engines.
Side booster separation confirmed.
There we see BECO and side booster.
MVAC chill.
Side booster separation. The MVAC is being chilled down, getting ready for ignition once the center core.
NY boost back startup.
And there we heard the call out for boost back startup.
A lot of things happening here. So again, we have the 2 boosters that are going to be returning to the Cape here, landing at landing zones 1 and 2. These 2 boosters have 3 burns, so we're seeing a boost back burn
All
now.
vehicles are following nominal trajectories.
Essentially, these boosters have flipped back and are returning on a path to the Cape here. There will be 2 more burns, a re-entry burn and then a landing burn. And these are going to provide quite a show for folks that are here on the Space Coast, because you're going to hear those sonic booms, Mick.
Yeah, absolutely. We are looking forward to those sonic booms as the side boosters land at landing zone 1 and 2. We're about 26 seconds away from main engine cutoff and the center core separating. Once the center core separates, we will then have MVAC, which is the Merlin vacuum engine for space, start up and get ready for what we call SES1, number 1. Today we have 3 burns for this mission to get GOES-U on its way, and this will be the first of those 3 burns.
TY boost back shutdown.
There we hear the 2 side boosters have boost back shutdown.
MECO.
And now we're going to watch live footage there. There you go, of MECO. Again, the core
and back ignition
booster separating from the second stage, and the MVAC engine on that second stage lighting up. You see that on the right side of your screen.
We're about 4 seconds from fairing deployment.
fairing again is the two
All vehicles continue to
halves.
follow nominal trajectories. Fairing separation confirmed.
And there we have confirmation the fairing has deployed. The fairings are brand new fairings for the GOES-U mission, and they will fall back to Earth and be recovered by the recovery ship Doug. But SpaceX will look to reuse those fairings on a future flight, along with the side boosters. As we see there, they're coming back to Earth to land on landing zone 1 and 2. So things are progressing very well here. We are about a minute and 23 seconds from what we call the entry burn, where the plus Y and NY side boosters will fire up their engines to start slowing down the vehicle as it gets ready for landing.
Yeah, a lot to watch. Again, the left side of your screen, we are tracking the boosters that are coming back to the Cape here. On the right side of your screen, that is the MVAC engine on the second stage that continues to burn as it makes its way into the correct orbit to drop off GOES-U later today.
Stage 1 FTS is saved.
There we hear the autonomous flight termination system was saved as it returns back to Earth, making sure the vehicle is in a proper configuration for landing.
The second stage is currently taking GOES-U across the Atlantic towards southern Africa. And this is the first time, actually, a GOES satellite is launching on a Falcon Heavy. Only the second time NASA's Launch Services Program is using a Falcon Heavy.
Yeah, we launched our first Falcon Heavy with SpaceX back in October of 23 with the Psyche mission. And the side boosters actually that we used on the Psyche mission will be used for our future mission, Europa Clipper, this October. So brand new hardware today for GOES-U, and everything looks like it's performing very well. All the telemetry, everything looks nominal for the flight so far today.
Yeah, those who typically watch our launch broadcasts.
Entry burn startup.
There we heard the call out for entry burn startup. The vehicles are slowing. You can imagine this as a brake on your car where it starts slowing the boosters back down very quickly as they
entry burn shut down.
And there we hear the shutdown as the boosters have slowed down. Next thing we will see is the landing burn
PY FTS is saved
at landing zone 1 and 2.
Beautiful
All
imagery
vehicles continue
again
to follow nominal trajectories.
from the ground as we track those boosters make their way back to the Cape. We saw some birds fly into the camera's view as well.
Everybody wants to see the landing of
Exactly.
the side boosters. As we said earlier, Megan, the landing will be exciting for a lot of people to see. Getting 2 side boosters coming back to landing zone 1 and 2, we will get those sonic booms. I know that you here in the MDC, we will get some.
NY transonic.
We will
Stage 2 FTS is saved.
We will get some loud shaking right here in the Mission Director Center. I know a lot of people right here in Brevard will be excited when they hear the sonic booms.
EY NY landing burn.
Landing burns has started up.
Terminal guidance.
Wow, look at that. As it guides its way back down. Woo! Just heard the 2 sonic booms here in the room.
EY NY landing leg deploy.
Our monitors shaking as we
looks
watch
amazing.
these 2
That is
boosters
just
land.
awesome to see the 2 side boosters choreograph their way down to landing zone 1 and 2.
EY NY landing confirmed.
We have successful landing of the 2 side boosters. Everybody looks great on the landing zone 1 and 2 as MVAC continues its mission with this first burn. And there we heard the call out for SECO, which is SECO 1, second stage engine cutoff for this first burn. And things look very good. The trajectory looks, we hear the call out there that nominal orbit insertion, everything looks great on the second stage performance for this first burn, Megan.
Yeah, and what you're looking at now, everyone on your screen, is the trajectory for the second stage of the Falcon Heavy with GOES-U. So again, it's making its way across the Atlantic towards southern Africa. This was the first of 3 burns for the second stage. The second stage will now coast for about 18 minutes before reigniting for its second burn. And if you look at the bottom of your screen there, we have a progress bar full of our milestones that we're covering during this live launch broadcast. And SES-2, that is that second burn we are talking about that will happen in, again, about 18 minutes from now. So Mick, as you said, so far so good, really exciting launch.